Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of our Conversations Unplugged. And I am Dr. Bhaskar Bora. I am the CEO of Aspire Academy. I'm based in London. And today we are privileged to have one of our best teachers, Bashori Roy, who is originally from Manipur and she has been associated with Aspire right from the beginning. আৰু আমি তেওঁৰ লগত কথা পাতিম about her story and how she got associated with Aspire. So, without any further delay, can I request Basuri? First of all, thank you for your time. So, can you please tell a bit about yourself, about your story?
Sure, sir. First of all, thank you, sir, for having me here. And yes, first of all, let me introduce myself. I am Bashori Roy. I am originally from Manipur, that is Imphal, Manipur. So I did my schooling there and then graduated from DM College under Manipur University. Then I shifted to Guwahati for my masters. Then I did masters from Kesidas Commerce College under Guwahati University. Then I was taking a break from my studies. Along with it, I was just thinking of joining somewhere so that um, I could use my knowledge so that I could share my knowledge with everyone. So at that point of time, I found Aspire, or I can say Aspire found me also. So, so from since last 6 7 months, I've been associated with Aspire, and I'm very happy working here because it. I think the way the Aspire works, like the recording classes, the live classes, they carry on. With that, we are very happy to be associated with it, and we are like. Uh, we are sharing our knowledge, like the recorded classes are very helpful for the students, since the students can get the knowledge anytime they want to, and from anywhere around the world, I can say.
Hmm.
So that's all about me, as well as my association with Aspire. I got to know from about Aspire from an advertisement, so from that, I joined there. I firstly joined as a maths teacher. Now I am doing accountancy in there. So that's all.
That's brilliant. That's really nice. As you are right, so it is not just that you found Aspire. Aspire found you as well. So it is a meeting of minds. Yeah. So and it's really great for me because although I am like 6,000 miles away, but to be able to set up this institution, which is slowly taking its form, to have nice people like you around, because as you know, working in a big company is a different thing, working in a startup is a completely different thing. But the whole
Yes.
reason for setting up Aspire was to give high quality education to children who cannot afford very expensive tuition. So,
Yes.
and I think we are getting a very good response, and recently we have started a YouTube channel as well. And the YouTube channel, I think your classes are particularly very popular, which is great. So, so how
I'm
do you
very
feel
thankful for
about
this, sir.
being a teacher? So, is that something you always wanted to be, or are you enjoying the role now as a teacher?
Actually, I have been teaching since 5 years, I can say.
Okay.
From my graduation days, I started like taking home tuitions as well. So from that, I actually enjoyed teaching very much. I like this profession because here I get the ability to like share my knowledge with all of them. I don't have to work under any pressure or something. I'm just sharing my knowledge, whatever I have learned in my journey. I'm just sharing these things so that life becomes easier for others as well. The difficulties that I faced in my life during my school days or during my college days. So these things, I hope that everyone in their age, they don't face these things. So I'm just doing my part as it. as a teacher here. So I love this profession very much because I'm enjoying here. I'm teaching my favorite subject as well. First it was maths, then now it's accountancy.
That
So
is
that's
that
all.
is wonderful, and I'm really happy to know that you are happy. Because I think only when you are happy and you are enjoying, that passes on to the students as well. So, and
Actually,
you're
sir,
right. The best
working
way.
under your guidance is like more, like what to say, more prestigious for me. Like
Thank
I
you,
got
thank
to
you,
work under I got to work under you. Like I have already been saying these things to you and personally also that you are an inspiration to us. Like we look forward to you. We want to become like you as a person.
thank
So
you, thank you. That's an honor. So, you are not working under me. You are working with me. Yeah. So
yes,
we are
I'm
all.
working with you, sir.
So never think that you are working under anyone.
No,
Okay.
sir. These feeling we never get from you. We are like you are always there to support us. You are always there to hear us. So that's the most important thing, and I'm really happy to be working with Aspire. I'm really happy to be a part of this family.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, as you said, the way you can become the best teacher is by understanding yourself from the student point of view. And you did say that
Yes,
there were certain things that you did not get as a student, which you want to
yes,
give, right?
yes.
So, tell us a bit more about that. So, what are the things that you didn't get, and what are things you want to give to the students, which is different from other coaching centers?
Actually, the thing that Aspire is doing is like it's for a social cause. They are providing the whole course as like in a minimum fees that they can charge. They are taking this as a like what we call in Hindi as Guru Dakshina. They are taking this as we are charging this as this much amount only. And in my times, because I am not from like well and rich family, so I was from a, I can say I was from a lower middle class family. So and at that point of time I didn't have such financial conditions to afford tuitions for every subject. Yes, in my times I was facing very difficulty in like accountancy as well and economics. These two subjects were very tough. So it's also tough now also. So at that time, so the thing that Aspire is providing for the students, like the courses are very low cost courses, so they can afford. I think maximum of the students can afford the courses. They are getting good quality education from Aspire, so they can learn from Aspire uh, without traveling to some tuition centers or something. These days the tuition centers or the coaching centers are always profit centered. They are always their main objective is to be profit maximization. So our Aspire Academy is like first we provide the quality education, then we like the if the students like us, they are getting free courses also under the YouTube channel. They are getting the free classes also. They will be getting the live classes also. So from that, if they want to be the part of Aspire family, they can join us. So these things we didn't get in our time. In our time there were less tuitions, we can say, or less affordable tuitions. So these things I didn't get. So I'm very happy that I'm providing these things along with the Aspire Academy. So I'm really grateful for this, sir.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. सो जैसे आपने कहा ना, सो मतलब कॉस्ट इज अ बिग फैक्टर इन
Yes,
एजुकेशन नाउअडेज. और बहुत
yes,
बच्चे हैं जो अच्छे हैं लेकिन वो अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते, है ना, बिकॉज ऑफ
जी,
वेरियस रीजंस. और हमने एस्पायर इसीलिए खोला. मेरा तो सपना यही था, मेरा माई इट वाज माय ड्रीम कि क्योंकि मैं 20 साल से आई एम आउट ऑफ इंडिया. I wanted to
yes,
do something to give back to my country, to my homeland. और education से better तो और कुछ नहीं हो सकता that you can give,
yes, sir.
right? So therefore we started off with this, and the reason we wanted to go online was because if you do home tuition or you do a tuition center, you can only cater to the children around that area. But if you do
Yes,
online, then people just need a phone or a
and
computer.
internet
Yeah.
connectivity.
And
That's we
nowadays,
are.
so back in our time, jab I was doing my class 11, 12, so that's more than 30 years ago. So उस time पे there was no internet. We had to photocopy books. We had to go to library. उस तरह से. So things were very different at that time. But now things, there are a lot more resources. So जो students use कर सकते हैं, है ना? It's a different matter if they're not using it, but at least we can provide, right?
Yes,
So I think that is the right attitude. And in terms of the money, you are right. I mean, uh, कुछ लोग मुझे ऐसे भी पूछते हैं कि आप इतना कम में दे रहे हो, दैट मीन्स क्वालिटी अच्छा नहीं है. बट एज ए टीचर यू नो that we are not
yes,
compromising on the quality, right? So can you
yes.
talk a bit more about that? What we are trying to give good quality education?
Yes, since the classes are recorded once, first of all, they are getting free classes, they are getting the demo classes. The students can check the quality if they are like not sure about it. So they can check the quality of our classes, whatever we are providing. The courses are like NCRT based, the reference materials we are using, we are providing the PDF notes as well. Whatever we are teaching, we are providing it them in the PDF formats also. So in every way we are helping, we are like providing each and everything that we can. We are giving our best. The teachers, not only me, all the teachers of Aspire Academy, they are working their level best. They are trying to give whatever they can out of their resources. So from these things, I don't think like I'm not saying about other coaching institute or other tuition centers. I'm not saying about that, but the thing that we are providing, we are not compromising on the quality. Based on cost, yes, many students आजकल के like आजकल के हाई कॉस्ट जमाने में लोग सोचते हैं कि बहुत कम कम पैसों से मतलब कम पैसे है तो खराब ही होगा, अच्छा नहीं होगा वो चीजें. बट इट्स
Hmm.
नॉट लाइक दैट विद आवर एस्पायर एकेडमी. So we are providing whatever the best we can. I have seen the teachers working very hard. Like we were there whenever the recordings are there, the teachers are always there. They are preparing their classes, they are preparing their PPTs for one half an hour classes. We have to prepare the PPTs, we have to prepare the PDFs. So, but we are not complaining. We are not complaining about anything. We are very happy to do that because I know these things are required. We know that these things are required in our like daily life nowadays for education purpose. So these things we are not compromising. So I think if the students or the parents, if they watch our videos, they will be like they will get to know more about the Aspire Academy, that what we are providing.
Brilliant. That's great. And I think we as a team are trying to focus more on clearing the concepts, right? So
Yes, sir.
not just doing question papers, not just doing common questions, because I think it is very important that the students have a basic knowledge about the various topics. And I have seen that it has happened, and I think sometimes parents also push for it because there's a lot of pressure to score good marks in the exam. But just
Yes, sir.
scoring good marks does not mean that somebody knows everything. So
Yes,
our
sir.
focus is primarily to clear the concepts so that
Yes,
people can, even in the future, when they're clearing the concept, they can actually apply it, right?
yes, sir.
So, and I know from your videos itself, so you are trying your best to teach them about accountancy, various accountancy topics, right from the cash book register to the GST, to all of those things. And they're not
Yes,
just
sir.
for passing exams. I mean, even as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, you need to know those things,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So because from your watching your classes, I am learning a lot as well as a businessman.
Thank you for that, sir.
Yeah, that is really good, and it feels good when people give good feedback. Good when students say ki they have learned or they have found the lecture very useful,
Yes, sir.
right?
That's the most like prestigious reward for a teacher, sir.
Exactly, exactly. So, what is the message that you'd give to students? How best they can learn from you or learn from your videos? What should they be doing?
Like, first of all, they need to be very attentive during the classes. If, like, nowadays, since the online education are prevailing, people tend to like watch the videos for namesake. Sometimes they do these things. So, I think the students should be more attentive towards the lectures that are being provided. And then, along with the lectures, whatever questions are being taught in the class, they should practice it well. And along with this, we are providing the sample questions also. We are discussing the MCQs also. Then nowadays, as per the CBSE syllabus, the we have like under the CBSE pattern, we have 20% MCQs. This is confirmed that 20% MCQs will be there. Along with that, we have some assertion based question, assertion reason based questions. So we are discussing, we are focusing on each and every part that are being asked in the exams also, and like along with the concept creation also, we are focusing on the exams oriented, we are giving the exams oriented classes also. So the students should be like, first of all, they need to be attentive. Secondly, they need to like practice more and more, because in accountancy and in maths or in whatever the practical subjects are there, whatever the, let's say about physics also, they need to practice more and more sums. We are providing many questions, but still there are many more. Like in whatever books I'm using, there are like more than 100 questions in one chapter. If I include the MCQs, then there might be like more than 200 questions. So they need to practice at least 50 of those questions
Your mic got mute. Now, I think now it's okay. Yeah, carry on, please. Carry on. Okay.
Yes, sir. So,
Okay.
so these things we are focusing on. So the students, they have to give their most of their time in the practicing part, especially the 12th standard students, since they are appearing for the boards in 2024. They will be appearing for the boards. So I think they need to practice more and more for the practical subjects, and for the theory subjects, they needs to be like very clear about the concepts,
Mm-hmm.
because nowadays like do like what we say, ratta marna, that that doesn't like that is not useful. Like
Mm-hmm.
in previous we used to like just mug up the books and we used to write the answers. No, nowadays these are not like maximum of the questions, these are case studies based, then the assertions based MCQs. And the MCQs, people think that we can tick the questions and we can tick the answers and we will get the full marks. No, the questions are really like we need to think. The options are very similar, like the siblings. So we need to be very clear about the concept. So these things, they need to watch the videos clearly, and if there are doubts, we are here to resolve them. This is it.
Absolutely. Yes. So I think that is the key about being attentive and to practice as much as possible, because we are giving them all the materials, but as the saying goes in English, you can only take the horse to the water, you cannot force it to drink. So
Yes,
how they use the knowledge is up to them, right?
that,
And we would be quite happy if they have questions to ask, and we'll try our best to answer their questions, solve their problems. It is always better to teach somebody how to fish than to give a fish to them, right?
yes,
Yeah. So you probably know about me and my story about my disability and
yes,
everything.
sir.
So I think it is. I'm just trying from my own example to say that however difficult life becomes, you should not give up. You should still try. That does not mean that I am the only person facing difficulties. Everybody has got their own struggles, their own stories, right? So
Yes,
I think You yourself, you say that you have traveled from Imphal to Guwahati. You've tried to settle yourself in a new place. Yeah,
new
so
environment.
different culture, different food, all those things, right? So, how are you finding yourself? I think you've been very brave and you are sustaining yourself and all that. So, how are you dealing with your own struggles?
Sir, the answer to this question, I think I don't have any direct answer to this question. How like doing these things? Yes, some people are there who are motivating me day by day. Like for example, you are here to motivate me every day. You are saying that don't give up, don't
Thank
give
you.
up. You are here. Then some friends are there to help me whenever I'm in like some trouble or there. Yes, there are days when I used to cry, like, no, I can't do anything. I can't do anything. Anything. I need to go back to my hometown again. I need to go back to my mother and father because they are getting older and they need me. But like, uh, so, like leaving the parents at home and coming to a different city, settling down, it's a very difficult thing. The ones who are doing, I know most of the people in Guwahati are settling down without their parents itself because the parents are staying in their hometown. So these things are very difficult for us. But still, I hope that in the future we are able to live with our parents. So this thing.
Yeah, of course. As I said, everybody has got their own struggles, their own battles, right? So one has to fight their own battles. So you are doing
But
very well.
seeing Yes, but seeing you, sir, I think my difficulties are very less. My problems, whatever difficulties,
That
whatever problems,
yeah.
like there were some in some events, whatever events we attended together. I have never seen like you sitting in a like idle position and you waiting for others to work. You are just like moving around. You are just looking around. You are talking to each and every guest that whether they are feeling comfortable or not. You were so comfortable with us when we first met you. You were so inspiring, sir, and I feel really proud to say that I'm part of this Aspire team. So thank you for
Thank
this
you. Thank you.
opportunity, sir.
That means a lot, and I hope that just like I have managed to inspire you, and your own story also inspires others. I know sometimes, I mean, it's difficult to share these things, but in order to make others understand that their problem is not the only problem in the world, and they are not the only ones who are facing problems. Because one of the things that I have seen, because I am now a honorary advisor to Cotton University, and I do counsel a lot of students. I do counsel teachers as well, doctors, and I mentor some businesses. So overall, I find that people are I mean, they get very depressed, or they feel that their problem is the biggest problem. Students are confused about what they want to do. So whether they have taken up the right subject, whether they want to do masters or look for a job, whether they want to do PhD, or they want to go into teaching, what job they will do. So those sort of things. So I think it is very important that we do try and first of all appreciate what are the good things that we have, because not everything is bad, right? So there are a few good
Yes,
things in our lives as well. And secondly, we also need to plan, and then there, of course, there's a lot of luck involved as well. So, and
yes,
I'm sure that the way you are doing it, that very soon you will be in a position to bring your parents to live with you whenever they want to. and
yes,
uh, and you are doing a great job by teaching people whom you have never met, right? So that's one thing about the online education, because when you're doing
yes.
home tuition, you meet those students, you build a
We are just
personal
focusing
rapport.
on yes,
Yeah. Whereas on online education, you are teaching people who you have never met, you have never seen, but yet you are giving them the education uh, with the best ability that you can, and they can learn from you. And there cannot be anything, any bigger gift than education, being able to teach them,
Yes, sir.
right? So, just coming back to Aspire, well, uh, now that you've been associated there for 7, 8 months, so how do you see this growing? What are the future aspirations? How would you like it to grow?
From the beginning phase to to now, Aspire has done what to say, whatever the difficulties the Aspire Academy has faced as a whole, and crossing all those things, like overcoming all those things, Aspire is still working, still delivering its best quality education to the students. I think Aspire will aspire. It will
Fantastic.
grow in a it will grow, and it will let us grow. It will we will grow as a together. So are we are teaching since 7 to 8 months we have started, but now it feels like a home. And Aspire is I see Aspire to be the best education institute in, in coming 3 years. I see Aspire as the best coaching institute, best online institute in Assam, or let's say in Northeast.
Perfect. Yes, that is what we aspire to. Exactly as you said, aspire will aspire, and I'm very happy with the team that we have. All the teachers and including Mary Ma'am as well. So she's a very dedicated, very committed teacher as well, and I think we have come into this knowing that it is going to be a marathon. It's not just like a 50-meter race or a 100-meter race. And as you said, I mean, we are trying not to focus on the money bit, because if we are successful, then the money will come in anyway. But
Yes,
if we focus on the quality, if we focus on engagement, and also if we to try to do our best, then money and all that will follow by itself, right?
yes.
So do you have any message to all the other team members in Aspire and also to the students?
For the team, I'll say one thing only: let's do this, let's grow, let's do this. We are already, like we have done a lot already, so let's do this, whatever is needed. Let's give our best, whatever we can do. And as a team, we are really good. We are really, the teachers, all the staff, they are very cooperating. All of them, they understand their whatever difficulties we have faced it together. None of us are like pointing out at each other for any mistakes or something. We are always there to help each other. So as a team, I am really happy to be a part of this team. And under Mary ma'am and your guidance, we are really blessed to have a guide like Mary ma'am and you, sir. And for the students, I'll say that please go through our everything, whatever we are providing, go through these things, study hard, because this is the time that you have to study, you have to whatever. We know that yes, the students might be thinking that we have studied so much, now it's time, let's take rest, let's but if you stop, you will stop. You have to go on running. The life now is a competition. The world around is a competitive world. Nobody stops for us. So we need to be we need to be not in the first. I will never say that you have to be in the first position, but you have to be in your first. You have to be the best. You have to deliver your best version. So for that, the students need to study hard, practice more, and whatever is required, because in our times there was very lack of opportunities. Nowadays they have the smartphone, and the smartphone itself is very smart. So by using that phone, they have many accessibility. They have access to many courses that we are providing. They have many uh, the things that we didn't get in our times. So getting many opportunities, still if you are not able to get to the top 3, then I think you are missing something. So the students need to be like more alert, more like they should more practice this. That's all I can say.
It's perfect. That's a great message. The only thing I'll add to that is that it is not just important to get marks. Marks are very important, of course, but it is important to clear the concepts and get the knowledge. Because when you
Yes.
are finally doing a job, you are working or something, then nobody looks at how many marks you
How
got in
much?
higher secondary, right? They will look at whether you're able to solve the problem or not. That
Yes.
is the
How much
important bit.
employable you are.
Yes.
That's the most important
Because
thing.
what can be seen now is that there are lots of students who are graduating, who are doing master degrees and everything, but when they come for an interview and we ask them certain questions, they have no clue, and
Yes.
it becomes very apparent very quickly whether this person has knowledge of this or not, because everything is
Yes.
problem solving, right? Everything is about application, being
Yes.
able to
That's what
apply
I'm
the
saying.
knowledge.
The knowledge needs not to be always the bookish knowledge. They should
Yes,
they should roam around. They should look around the world. What's happening around us? They should be alert about all those things that are happening.
exactly.
So with all the opportunities they are getting, I think they can get everything they want. There's
Absolutely.
nothing that
Yes.
can stop
Yes.
them.
Yeah. And from Aspire, not just about the subjects, we are also trying to give them counseling, career counseling about mental well-being and everything. So I hope they accept us, and they they support us in giving
Yes.
whatever we can to them. And I'm sure that together as a team, with all of you, we can grow further and we can give our best. And as you said, it is a social enterprise, and it is meant for our students. It is meant also to raise employment for our team and all that. And to me, it is a dream, and I think it is not just my dream now. It is
Now it has
everyone's
become
dream.
our day.
It is
Yes.
our dream. So let's
Yes.
hope for the best. Let's try our best. And anytime you have any questions for me, you have anything you need, you just let me know. I will try. I may not be able to solve the problem, but I will try.
Yes, sir. One thing I need to add,
Yes,
I want
please.
to add that is, there's a term in accountancy for like our education system, or what we say our Aspire Academy, that is called not-for-profit organization.
Yes.
Not-for-profit organization, these are term. There are profit organization, there are not-for-profit organization. So our Aspire Academy is not-for-profit organization, and for my students, I think they will understand what I am trying to say, because like I am involved in one school, I am teaching in one school also, but like nowadays the schools have become only monetization market, I can say. They are being monetized, they are pressuring the students to give the test, to give weekly test, to give this test, but the students have become like, okay, let's give the test, what to do. They are like, okay, these are normal things. So uh, we are focusing on the studies also, as well as on this counseling part also. We are helping in every part we can, but nowadays the schools have become like profit making machines. They are making not they are not giving education, they are making products out of their system. They are making products, the machines. The students have become machines nowadays. So with our academy, I think the students will learn more about the environment also, what they needs to do for like they are having the counseling session also, the career advice they will get from us. So everything we are providing, I hope that there's the whatever stress they are getting from the other organization, we can say, these things will get clear, the mind will get fresher in our and aspires environment.
That's perfect. I think I could not have said it any better than what you did. So thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and thank you for explaining everything. I wish you all the best and all our students all the best. So, ladies and gentlemen, and our dear students, so we are about to conclude this session, discussion with Bashori Roy, our accountancy expert, and I hope you have listened to all the things that she has said, some very important aspects, and you'll make the most of the education that we are trying to provide you. And do feel free to comment and to ask questions, and we are there to try and help, but we can only help if you ask for our help. So we hope to see you again very soon with some further questions, some further discussions. In the meantime, do look forward to the next video lectures by Bashari ma'am, and she will be with you very soon. So thank you once again. Have a good evening, and
Thank you,
best
sir.
of luck to everyone.
Thank you, sir.